Hi, I'm Jackie Darker and welcome to Lydian.
Hi everyone and welcome to this segment of Just Jackie. Now I am so excited because today we have Regan Isaac with us. He is one of the senior advisors from the Private Wealth Partners, and welcome Regan.
Thanks Jackie, it's good to be here in the not so sunny Sydney today, unfortunately, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'm in Brisbane and we're really not living up to the sunshine state status today.
That makes me feel so much better.
Well, welcome and thank you so much for being here. It's an absolute pleasure having you on this segment with us today.
Thanks for inviting me.
So I reckon let's just jump straight in. I would love to just start with a very easy question, and I would love for you to tell us all about you. Who is Regan Isaac?
Great question. I guess for those that don't know, my background has been in investment retail banking. I've spent about the past 15 years in finance. For the last probably decade has been predominantly financial planning, and decided to open my own practice at Private Wealth Partners and entered into business with a few people that I've known for quite a long time. Absolutely love what I do, wouldn't do anything different. I'm a pretty avid soccer player. I love a G&T on a Thursday, Friday afternoon, and just enjoy being out and about. Miss the beach very, very much. I live on the upper North Shore of Sydney now, so the beach isn't right around the corner, but having grown up in Port Macquarie, it was kind of in my blood. I think we've got about 14, 15 beaches up there, so still got family up there, so try to make my way up there every so often. But that's a little bit about me.
Nice. Yeah, I can definitely, connect with you on missing the beach. Being in Brisbane, there's not many beaches here, but do you ever make your way down to any of the beaches or out to the beaches around you? It's kind of close.
Yeah, it is. So I guess, I'm right on the Pacific Highway, so it's actually only about 15, 20 minutes for me to get up north to the Central Coast, and if not, I can cross over. I've got quite a few friends over on the northern beaches, so I might go hang out at Balmoral or go down south, and it doesn't probably happen as often as I would like. Just like fishing, love fishing, but you got to find time to do these things as well.
Nice. And so, can you tell us what your job entails exactly?
Yeah, good question. I guess we're probably quite different to, the average financial advice business in that we're what we call holistic advisors. When you break it down, fundamentally our role is basically just trying to help people make good decisions. It's helping people to make educated decisions around their life choices, helping people to get financially organised, structural advice to get more specific, things like how to manage their cash flow, debt, investment strategies, super, all the way up to sort of complex structures like trusts, self-managed super funds, running businesses. Estate planning is probably a really, really common one. Unfortunately, it's probably one of the most neglected part of Australians' financial affairs, and like most things in life, it doesn't generally get a lot of airtime until something goes wrong. So I guess really it's just about partnering with people along their life journey to help them make the best possible decision that they can throughout that particular aspect of their life. And we're also probably a unique business in the sense that we're small enough to be personal, and I guess that's really important to me to have a personal relationship with each and every client, but we're also large enough to have a bit of scale, which ultimately benefits clients as well.
Yes, of course. I love that you use the word holistic, because as soon as we give someone the guidance to make a decision, not necessarily say, hey, you have to do this to benefit your future, but to give them the power to actually make that decision on themselves. It gives them so much confidence within their own financial literacy or within their selves, just having the power to, and also from your point of view, giving them that power to make those decisions. You would make huge impacts on people's lives.
Yeah, 100%. It's I mean, me personally, I'm very big on educating clients. I mean, you can see with all the grey hairs, I've been doing this for a long time, and it's very easy for us to kind of sit here and tell a client, you need to do this, we need to structure your affairs in this way, or we're going to go down this path, and sort of these are the reasons why. But I guess throughout my career, I found that it is infinitely more powerful to be able to educate a client, and not just direct them towards the outcome, but also partner with them throughout the journey and help them to understand. A lot of clients will come to us simply because they've got a relatively loose idea about what they want to achieve, but they're just not 100% sure how to get there. So often when you sit down with people for the first time, you have to take a step back and then start to educate them and start to help them realize, what's good, what's bad, and really empower them with knowledge. And then and only then can they actually start to figure out, well, what do I really want out of life? And it's quite powerful, and it's quite special for us to be a part of that as well.
Yeah, amazing. And that kind of flows into my next question is, and you might have already answered it, but what makes you so passionate about your job?
Wow. Yeah, really good question, Jackie. I guess there's quite a lot of reasons as to why I think we all do what we do. We all have different motivations in life, and I think growing up, everybody has wants a sense of fulfillment in what they do. Naturally we need to put food on the table, but if you can put food on the table and enjoy what you do and connect with people and ultimately make a difference in someone's life, then I think that's quite special. And there's not too many roles out there that you can perform that you actually get to do that. Doctors, nurses. I mean, my brother's a nurse. He takes quite a lot of gratification from what he does and being able to help people, generally speaking. We've got a lot of clients, teachers, educators, shaping the future of Australian kids and, helping to effectively build the next generation. We've all got different motivations, but I think probably the one commonality that we all have is that we want to make a difference. And I guess I probably share that same passion.
Yeah, awesome. So Lydian and Private Wealth Partners have a beautiful partnership at the moment. Can you just let us know what that partnership entails? So what services are involved in that partnership?
Yeah, so probably back to my point that I made earlier, we've always been a holistic practice. And a big part of that is, that there's not too many people in Sydney or in Australia that don't have debt. Australia by definition is one of the most indebted countries in the developed world. So debt's really a key part of a client's affairs, and because we're sort of there throughout every element or every aspect of a client's life, whether they're retiring, getting married, starting a business, buying their first home. It's a lot of these things actually involve debt as well. Why do we partner with Lydian? That's probably an easy question to answer, and it's fundamentally because I believe people will always do business with people they like and trust, whether that's clients, business partners, investment platform providers. It's important that when I refer a client to Lydian, that clients can expect the same level of service and care that we try to deliver to them every day. And one thing that's been really good about Lydian is it's very much operated as an extension of our business. And what that means is that clients have felt supported throughout that process as well. And it's not just a separate business with a separate brand. It's really a partnership between sort of us as the conduit managing that client's affairs and other professionals that we bring in, and Lydian as mortgage brokers being a part of that relationship as well. I think as a business, Lydian are also very culturally aligned to who we are and what we believe in. And I've known the directors of Lydian for quite some time as well, and fundamentally they care about people. And I think that's quite important.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. What a beautiful partnership we have together.
Absolutely.
So one last question, and probably the hardest question of all. What is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Wow. Okay. I don't know if it's that hard a question. There may even be things that I'm not actually willing to answer, Jackie, if I'm honest. But look, I've travelled across Asia a fair bit. This is back when we could all go on holidays and enjoy ourselves, sort of pre-COVID. So it's hard to say if there's definitely a clear winner for the weirdest thing. But I'll let you decide. There's been a few things that I've eaten on my travels, from snakes to deep fried frogs. Pretty much every part of a chicken you can think of. Feet, kidney, brains. Love Japanese food, and I tell you what, when you're traveling in some of those places, they eat some really weird and wacky and wonderful things. So I'll let you be the judge, but there's probably quite a few things on that list.
I would say the snake takes the cake, for sure.
No, not a fan of snake. Tastes like chicken. At least that's all.
No, not at all. It tastes like chicken. With saying that, though, when I was in Asia, I ate a tarantula and a scorpion, and I agree, they both tasted like chicken, but still, never again.
I haven't gone down the tarantula path. I completely forgot about the scorpion. Although I was probably most afraid of that, to be honest. But anyway, mainly because growing up in Australia, everything can sting you. Everything's trying to hurt you, and we don't worry about it because that's just who we are. But traveling to Asia, you hear the word scorpion and you think, is this really safe to eat? But anyway, love Asian food. It's awesome. But yeah, some of those places, little shops in a back alley, and you sort of wonder, do I really want to do this? But I guess you've just got to embrace it, and you've got to enjoy the culture, and that's part of the fun of traveling. So anyway, probably a few things on that list for both of us.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Regan, for joining us. It was an absolute pleasure chatting to you for the last 12 minutes now. So thank you, and have a great day. And I really hope to be interviewing you again shortly. Thanks, Regan.
Thank you, Jackie. Appreciate your time.